Okay, so a few quick tips. I'm going to do a rigging for bottom fishing, and this is typical for most people rigging for bottom fishing. I'm using this very large hook just so as you can see what's going on a lot quicker. You may see the way that I hook the hook and weight different than yours. That's fine. It's just the way that I do it. So here's the weight, and then I just make a couple of loops, drop it back through the hole. Bingo. You're ready to go. So this is how most people fish. And there's no problem with that. There is, however, a couple of issues. There's positive and negative in everything. And what I'm going to show you as far as the negative here is if you're fishing bottom and you're fishing like this, and whether you've got live bait or dead bait, you'll notice that the distance between the tip of the rod and the weight, there's usually no slack. It's nice and tight. You can feel what's going on. But the distance from the weight to the hook, it's loose. You can't feel what's going on. So if this hook's over here and it's got bait, and the fish comes along and he's chewing and he's chewing and he spits it out and takes off, he's had his fill and you never knew anything about it. So a couple things happen. Let's say, for instance, you keep losing your bait and you want to change it. Or you get hung up in the logs and you pull and you snap off the hook. Either way, the hook gets changed. We need to change it. I use toenail clippers. They're awesome. They're quick. They stick in your pocket. There, gone. Now, so you're going to have to re-rig the whole thing. No, you don't. All you do is leave the weight on the bottom. Make yourself a loop, stick the loop through the eyelet, stick the hook through the eyelet that you just made, and now take this puppy and wrap him around a time or two and stick him back through there. And now you've reversed what you had originally. Where originally, when you had the weight on the bottom, the hook was over here. Now what you've got is there's direct contact between what's happening at the bait and the tip of your rod. So you can see and feel immediately when he pulls on that. Also, if you're in logs or rocks and you're constantly getting hung up, if you're fishing straight down, you see what that does? That gets you out of that stuff that's on the bottom. Now that's fishing straight down. That's also good for fishing in crappie with real thick brush, where if you had it the other way around, with the weight here and then the hook out here, and you dropped it in the brush, it'll get hung up real easy. But with it this way, you can drop down into it straight down and you're safe. You're good to go. Also, if you're casting out at an angle, like in the surf or in a river that's rolling, and you have big flathead catfish in the washes, look what that does. It puts it close to the bottom, and yet you still have the feeling at the tip of the rod the moment they grab it. You can see what's going on. Okay, so that's a couple of tips, and this is an awesome tip. Also, this is a lead weight, but if you notice, it doesn't have what this lead weight has. This is lead, and it's got a brass ring at the top, a brass eyelet. This one does not. It's a lead eyelet. These are very inexpensive, and there's a reason. When you put this monofilament line through that lead, and just from the wear and tear, you might as well be rubbing it on a rock. It'll wear through that monofilament line, and you'll lose your weights over and over again. So whatever type weight you get, whether it's a rolling egg sinker, a flat sinker, a pyramid type sinker, whatever, try and use one with a brass eyelet. Okay, that's all for now.